critical thing that we cared about material type for. So how fast we can make the part and how we're going to fixture the part, right? So more in line with how fast we can make the part would be the mechanical capabilities of the machine tool, right? So fill speed, heat rate, horsepower. So we worry about fixturing, heat speed, power. What else do we need to consider? Was that pretty much it? Do we have, oh, work envelope, right? That's the thing we left off. And focus. Like magic. So, is the machine available? Is the machine in our facility? But heat speed and power available to make the cut. And that, so stepping through that algorithm, stepping through that process will then allow you to pick the right machine tool to do the operation. Okay. Is that good? We have fixed, is the machine tool available for you for this project that we're going to do in the class. So you don't have to worry about is the machine available. You don't, and we've picked the machine tools that you're going to use for this. So when you do the project, you don't have to care about all those things. But now you know how to, because in another project you might need to, right? So we're going to use mini mill. How's mini mill to do our project? All right, so that's defined. Now, this is the part we want to make. Let's start with the assumption that the stock material is already in the right shape. So we can, if we want to know how long this is, how do we do it? If we want to know how big this piece of stock material is, what can we do? Go to measure. Go to measure. Let's go maybe look at the top view first. Can I just measure? Let's say I want to know how long it is. Can you do that? Kind of tell me. So 10 what? Probably inches. How do we find out? Does it say lower right corner? Oh, it does say inches down here. If you didn't notice, it said in the lower right corner. You can also go look at the system units and tell you. All right, so we can know that it's 10 inches wide, and I'm guessing that's a 6. Hard for me to read this orientation. Looks like, oh, why is it doing that? Anybody know? It writes all the dimensions in the plane of the axis. So that's why it did it down the bottom. All right. So we know that our stock material is 6 by 10 by probably an inch thick. 1.5. 6 by 10 by 1.5 inches. Okay, so we got our stock material. Okay, so our stock material is coming into the part, into the machine, with those dimensions. If I want to make this part, what do I have to do? If I'm going to bring it to a drill press and make this part, what do I have to do? That's a method for making this part, right? What am I going to do with a drill press, Brian? All right, so if I'm going to do it in a drill press, I'm going to mark where the holes need to go, right? Let's just use some poetic license and assume that the stops are in the right places. So I've marked where the holes need to be. And then what's the first thing I do with the drill press on the first hole? Spot drill. So I'm going to come in, and so can somebody other than that explain what a spot drilling operation does for us? Go ahead.
Prevents the bit from walking.
Right, so our drill bit, when it comes in to do a drilling operation, it's got a spade point on it. So I'll offset a little bit. As soon as one side comes in contact with the workpiece material, the cutting force deflects the drill bit in this direction, or whichever direction it happens to be when it comes in contact, right? So the drill bit tends to walk out. We've all done this with a hand drill, right? And it walks all over the piece of sheet metal that you're trying to drill a hole through. And so we're going to do a spot drilling operation where you take a short stubby drill that's very stiff and has a smaller tendency to walk out. I'm not going to say it doesn't walk out because everything deflects when you push on it, but it walks out such a small amount that you can't see it. It doesn't bend the drill. And we mark where the hole's going to be. So we do a spot drilling operation first. And so are you going to do the spot drilling operation on the, so what do you have to do between the spot drilling operation and the drilling operation?
Change tools.
You have to change tools. So should we spot drill and then drill?
Use a center punch.
For drill press, you might use a marker to mark where all the holes go, and then go with a center punch and dimple the workpiece, which has the same intended effect as the spot drill. What do you say? Yeah, I think so. My procedure would be to spot all the holes, then come back and change. Now, how many size holes do we have? That way. So look at that. It's like magic. Did that help? Okay, good. So we've got at least 1, 2, 3 hole sizes. There might be, we could measure to find out if there's more. We've got at least 3 hole sizes there. So we pick one of the drill sizes. Now, if this material is aluminum, 1.5 inches thick, describe the drilling operation. Describe, yeah, go ahead.
Are they going to use a pick drill?
So we're gonna peck drill, whether it's at the drill press or in the machine tool, right? And so somebody else describe what a peck drilling operation is. Right.
One directly.
Right. So in a drilling operation, you spin the drill, it drills down into the workpiece, it comes out of the workpiece. We've all done that, right? In a peck drilling operation, it goes in, stops moving down. Sometimes it just stops moving down momentarily, and what that does is it breaks the chip. And then it either continues at that point, or it comes up out of the hole to make sure that the chip clears out of the hole. When we're drilling aluminum, we'll typically go in, come out of the hole, go in, come out of the hole, but it's still a peck drilling operation if it just stops the downward motion, because that will effectively break the chip. The drill's spinning and you're not feeding anymore. Now, what happens if you don't peck drill is that chip stays continuous and it feeds up around the flutes of the drill, right? Except when it's aluminum, it's got a high thermal expansion coefficient and it becomes bigger because of the friction. and it stops feeding out the flutes of the drill. And then your drill just stops having flutes and it becomes one mass of spinning steel and aluminum, and then what happens? The drill breaks. Usually it screams a little bit first. End mills just sort of break. But drills like to scream before they break, don't they?
Like a nice heads up.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you a little bit of warning that you should have pressed the stop a few seconds ago. Right? Okay, so we're in a spot drill. We're going to then drill and we'll change to whatever number of drills, at least 3. I think it's 3. I'm looking at the part. So we know how to do it in a drill press. We change our drills, we drill our hole, we do our factory drilling operation. How do you do it in CAM software? What's the procedure? So if you get this part, then you're going to make one of them. What are the steps that you're going to do in order to make the part? Anybody else? Go ahead.
Make a chain on each of the holes and then go through and create an operation.
So what kind of chain? The specific kind of chain we want to make on each of the holes. We want to make a P-top feature on all the holes. So what's the easiest way to do that? Anybody know?